You know, I kind of overheard the huddle, you know, these guys, do you think they know who's really coming in on Friday? You think they're ready?
Yeah, I mean, I think they know. I mean, we've played these guys before. We played them recently last year. A lot of these kids were there. That's a really good football team. They know. But I think it's important for our kids to understand that it's just another game. You got to prepare the same way, attention to detail the same way you would any other opponent, week to week, day to day in practice. You know what I mean? You can't make it bigger than it is, because then they lose track of what's important.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What are you expecting, I guess, with it being here in Folsom, this community, that program on Friday night? What's it going to be like?
It'll be a little chaotic, you know what I mean? I think football is a big deal here in Folsom, as it is, you know, all over our region right here. But the community's been behind this program 100% for, you know, decades, and the community's really excited about it. There's a lot of hype, naturally so. That's good stuff. That's fine. It's just important that our kids just kind of, you know, stay composed and, you know, stay composed, stay tame, and stay focused on the task at hand.
Is that the biggest challenge for you this week?
I think the biggest challenge for any team week to week is to be a team, to stick together. There's going to be adversity, whether it's on the field or on campus or in the classroom or at home with kids. There's a lot going on. We got 75 kids on the roster. There's 20 coaches. There's going to be adversity, and they got to know that they got to stick together. And I think that's one of the best things football can offer. You know, it can create opportunities for kids where there's adversity, and they got to stay composed and stick together and lean on each other, and we'll certainly see our fair share Friday.
Absolutely. For people who might not know, they've heard the name De La Salle, but they don't know what it means, what it is, how would you explain it to somebody who doesn't know about the Spartans?
I mean, I think it's the blueprint for high school football should be run. I mean, it's a really big program that's had a ton of success, but they keep everything in perspective. Nothing is really overblown, or not too much emphasis put on football, but emphasis put on teaching kids. All those coaches over there, they're teachers on campus. You know, it's a Catholic school. Catholic schools have kind of dominated football in the Bay Area for a long, long time. The WCL in the Bay Area, and these guys, you know, up north in the NCS, they've had a ton of success. They do it the right way. Got a lot of respect for them and how they play.
What's been, I guess, the most impressive part of what Jake's been able to do in these first two games, stepping up?
Well, man, his maturity has grown leaps and bounds. He's in a quarterback competition with a transfer kid, Ari Patu, who's incredible. And Jake started last week with incredible success, lighting it up, 3 touchdowns, like right off the bat. And I got to ask the kid to come out of the game so the other kid can get experience and get reps. And that's hard. That is hard on the senior. But he's right there on the sideline taking it in, and he goes right back in and right back to work. I think 2 more touchdowns to end the drive, and started the second half with 2 more, or vice versa, something like that. But he's had a ton of success. He's navigated the course the right way. There's a lot of noise and a lot of distraction, especially for the quarterbacks here, and he's just been focused and doing as asked, and he's really met the challenge head on. It's been awesome.
Great. My final one is, what's going to be the difference maker on Friday when it comes down to you and De La Salle?
You know, I think it comes down to who plays better. You know, I think last year maybe we were the better team, maybe not, I don't know. But they certainly played better than we did. So they played better than we did, and they won the game. And whether we're better this year or they're better, I think it's great, because if our kids come out and execute, and whoever does their job best is going to come out on top. You know what I mean? And if they're the better team, but we outplay them on this given night, any given night of high school football, we outplay them, we execute better, then we'll come out on top. And I think our kids are eager for that chance to play well. I think the maturation of our team, going from, you know, junior Bulldog youth football, and where you're playing hard, right? I think the expectation is that you play hard. You're supposed to play hard. What our kids are learning is that you got to play well. If you're going to play well, you got to be focused and assignment sound, and I think we'll be ready to do that.
All right, so Jake, this is our first time talking to you, obviously. You have big shoes to fill with Caden, but I know you've been a part of this school and this system, and you know it well, but just what was that like, knowing that you were going to step into this role?
It was definitely surreal. I wanted to do it. I've been wanting to do this since freshman year, and I'm just excited to take that role on and be able to play quarterback here at the school.
I mean, and you've got some names like Jake Browning and Dano and all of that stuff. What does that just mean to you to be a part of that legacy?
It's a really amazing thing. There's so many great past quarterbacks here at Folsom, and I'm just glad to be a part of that fraternity.
So how do you feel about your team so far, 2-0?
We feel great. I think we have a lot of expectations this year. We have a lot of returners. I think we are just rolling on and just doing our thing here at practice and in games. I'm excited definitely for the season.
Yeah, I mean, you guys look good out there, like a well-oiled machine, and obviously Coach Doherty being a part of the system last year, how easy was that transition for you guys?
It was actually a really easy transition. He kept to do the same things that Richardson would do. He changed a little bit, like some things changed, but we definitely kind of bought into it for sure.
And obviously with you being a senior, you got guys like Elijah and Daniel and CJ alongside you.
Yeah.
How important or how cool is that to be on that ride with that talented group?
Yeah, I've played with them since I was a little kid, and it's nice to be back together again with them and be able to be on the field at the same time as them.
And how easy do they make your job?
A lot easier for sure.
Obviously, you know who's coming in on Friday. What is it, for people who might not know De La Salle football, can you just kind of explain it in the simplest terms of what that team is, what they mean?
They're really physical. They play their assignments really well. They have great coaches. They have a lot of playmakers, and they're definitely a team that's has a really good past history to them, and they still are a really great team.
And just to kind of put into perspective, when you look at the national scale or the national ranking of high school football teams, where does De La Salle fall?
I don't really know right now, honestly, but either if they're in front of us or behind us, we still take them the same, for sure.
How much does last year's loss kind of sit in the back of your guys' mind?
It does. It knows that we have something to live up to try and beat them. That's definitely our hope is to beat them.
You know, what is that kind of motivation?
Yeah,
motivation is that?
It's like I don't really see a motivation here. It's just us going out there and just playing our game, and we don't really think about what happened last year. We think about what we could do this year.
And of course, having them right here at home, that's going to be a crazy atmosphere.
Yeah.
What are you anticipating Friday?
A big crowd, loud noises, but we just got to focus and play our game.
What is, I guess, maybe the strength of this team? Is it that you guys are able to score a lot of points? Is it the guys in the trenches who are protecting for you? What's kind of where you guys hang your hat on?
All around, I think it's our speed, definitely on the perimeter, and with the O-line, they have really fast feet, and definitely speed on the perimeter is one of our strengths for sure.
What about you? If somebody were to come in and see you play, what would they see?
They'd see I could throw the ball and run the ball too. That's definitely two of my strengths, and I really like throwing the ball. Yeah, I love throwing it.
Oh, wow, man. And just, you know, what would a win on Friday night over De La Salle at home do for this team and this program?
It definitely boosts our confidence as a team. It definitely put the community closer to us, and definitely side by us, and it would just mean everything to us for sure.
Is there a different vibe on campus knowing who's coming here?
We're a little nervous, definitely a little nervous, but I think we're ready.
They say that pressure is a privilege, right? So you guys feel the pressure?
Yeah, we do.
And is there anything else you want people to know about you stepping into this role if they're seeing this Folsom QB for the first time?
Not really. Just, I mean, come watch, I guess.